Hello, foodies, and welcome back to Foot in Review, powered by footcoaching.com. Today we are recording episode 439, and we answer the question, should you believe rumors, and what's going on with the FIFA 23 cover. We are the currently 2 times a week podcast bringing you the latest thing about FIFA Ultimate Team, and of course made possible by you, our listeners, viewers, and especially our Patreon supporters. So go check out patreon.com/foot in review to check how much amazing benefits a little contribution can bring you. And of course, a little shout out to our Skybox owners who made this especially possible. That are Reese, Amr, Daniel, Archom, and Nick. They support us in the maximum tier and they get a free coaching session every single month. And of course, a special shout out. So let's start with some housekeeping because after several years, I am finally taking a vacation. Starting the upcoming weekend, and the team is actually not allowing me to do any shows from a swimming pool drinking mojitos. So starting next week for 3 weeks in a row, we'll do 1 show a week. But we are getting you guys a special after hours explicit show that's coming up really soon as an extra bonus. So you won't be completely without us. Anyways, my name is John and I'll be your host today. And today is, like we said, all about footies, should you believe rumors, and that cover. And it's twice in a row, which doesn't happen too often, but I am joined by the food carer himself, aka Mr. FIFA Database, aka the King of the North. It's Ingve. Hello, buddy. Hello.
2 in a row?
Especially, yeah, it's also going to be well because of my holiday, we won't be seeing each other for a while.
Nope. So we'll just have to wait for summer to end to see you again. So it is what it is. I will try to survive.
I mean, knowing me, I'll probably pop up somewhere during a couple 3 weeks, right, while I'm on my way. Although I do want to see if I can go like cold turkey on social media for a couple of days at least.
It could be probably smart. Could be smart as well. Nothing quite.
Anyways, how has your weekend been? Also, this heat is definitely messing with my voice and my capabilities of speaking in. How's the heat in Norway?
Well, we don't have this crazy warmth there yet, so we have 22 degrees Celsius, so it's quite nice. So rumors saying we're getting it on Wednesday over 30, so then I'll just stay inside and don't go outside. Wait for Thursday when it's supposedly going to be a little bit cooler.
Oh, that's all right. That's right. It's going to be 40 degrees here tomorrow. Not looking forward to that.
I'd hide in the basement to keep cool.
Yeah, well, I'm sitting in a dark office studio, but the thing is, when you have to record, you actually have to turn all the lights. And you can't cool that down anymore. So it's like, okay, let's do this podcast. Let's do it as late as possible on the day. And let's put out the lights as fast as possible after we're done recording. Now go back sitting in the dark. But hey, Ingve, do we want to talk content first?
Yeah, we can just go and get a quick wrap what's been happening. Yesterday we got second place vote winner, kind of. Kai Havertz, SPC, 94 rated. Costs around 250k to do. Looks like quite okay value, I guess. 4-star given 5-star weak foot. I haven't tried him myself. I'm skipping that SPC to see if we get something cooler. I can fit him, but I'm not going to change my team for that card. He's very good if you want to use him for Premier League, Footies Premier League Cup. Of course, you can have 3 Chelsea players by unlocking the objectives that came on Friday and now do the SPC. So,
which could be cool for the cup, but the cup is already 3 days on the way now, right? So
4 days to go.
Yeah.
Total. Yeah, it's rough. It's rough.
You've been playing the cup?
Yeah, I've not had much time, but I've managed to play a few. I have 11 wins. So 15 in theory I can do it. I have 20 matches to go. So, but I haven't had time to play matches every day either. So, but at least in theory I can do it with a little bit of luck. But I don't know if I'll have time since I'm going traveling on Thursday as well. So a small trip to my parents. So I'll see if I'm bring the Xbox or something. I don't know. Probably not. You never know.
No, that's true. That's true. Yeah, I mean, it's all right. The card looks great, but
yeah, I haven't seen many reviews.
that's the thing, right?
Yeah, people are chilling a little bit more in the summer, and I don't. If it was a few years back, he would be very, very hyped. But this year, there's so many good players, so I don't know if it's gonna make a big jump in many teams either. So, but yeah.
No.
Okay, it's cool that we get 2 from each vote, though. So that's nice.
Yeah, for sure. I'm thinking though, I did pack something nice. I actually forgot.
Oh yeah, you did. That's true.
Remember when we were playing Friday or doing the podcast recording, and I did the Premier League thing, pick 3, and probably get that one which said you should not do that anymore, and I did one more because I know science, and I picked birthday Cristiano Ronaldo, which I first thought I picked the player of the month Ronaldo. That makes sense. So it's like 95 Ronaldo. Like I have the 93 in my team since they want to watch forever, right? By now, that's cool. 94. You know what? It's not that bad. Should I actually recover? Should I put my 93 out of commission after 1,500 matches? I'm like, nah. But then I realized, hey, this is actually the birthday one, who's still worth a lot of money, is still 5-5. So yeah, I did replace my one to watch Ronaldo. And tonight I'm thinking of tossing him into an SBC to see how far we can get with the Ronaldos. But I'm probably out of luck there, I guess.
You never know. If you don't buy a ticket, you're not going to win. But I've done really bad on the gamble SBC, so I think I'll try to keep my cool until there's something more sensible things to throw things in.
I think fair. The thing is, I've of course now with the little break coming up, or actually little break, it feels like I'm going away for a year. And it's like when I come back, it's almost FIFA23 time. So, which actually isn't true yet, because I was thinking I come back second week of August. That's still 6 weeks before the new game actually arrives.
Yeah.
So, we'll see by then. But I'm actually, my club's trained. I don't think I can actually do an SBC anymore. I got the 93 Ronaldo, and that's about. I don't even have gold cards anymore. It's completely done.
Ouch. Yeah, maybe just perfect timing for the holiday then again.
Yeah, exactly. Not that I actually will restack when I'm away. But hey, I wish that was the case. You've not touched the game for 3 weeks, you get something. We can test that theory now, though, when I open some packs when I come back.
That's going to be interesting.
Oh, man. What we got more, though?
Yep, we got Moments Puskas SPC. I don't know how much it's going to cost to do it, because there hasn't been any updates on the website where I usually check the prices in total, but some say maybe 1.3 approximately.
Yeah, I was thinking a little bit over $1 million, I think.
Yeah, 1.2, 1.3 maybe.
The good thing is it accepts Food Champions cards.
Yeah, that helps, of course. It's not a bad price for that card, I think, anyways, because it's a great card, but...
That's late, right?
Yeah, it's a little bit late. Would be cool if it was a month ago, but it's still a very good card, and I wouldn't mind if I packed him. So, of course no. But we have 289 rated squads, 188 rated, 187 rated, and 286, 185, 184, and of course the bronze and silver ones. And then you can throw in a few four team of the season or informs or foot champs cards as well within a few of those SPCs. So I think it's okay value, and but there's so many similar type of players now. So for my father, I think. But it's of course a great card.
It's hard to keep that balance, right? Because now with the currencies, like What makes you pull a trigger on SBC now to do so or not?
Either it's one from Liverpool, of course, or it's some.
I don't think they can have more players from Liverpool than you already have.
No, it's going to be difficult, of course. There must be a player that I can actually find a way to fit and that will improve my team, or could be one of my favorite players to use in FIFA. Then, of course, I would do the SPC and use him as a super sub, even though it's expensive as well. So there has to be a kind of fun factor in there as well.
Yeah, fair.
So if we get for example, Zlatan for this card, I would of course do that SPC. If there's double 5-star James Milner, I would of course have to do that since he's a Liverpool player, of course, as well. And I would do probably, if we got a moment, Gullit or Cruyff, I would probably do that as well.
I would do it as well. Not that I have cards to do it. I can toss 193 in.
Good stuff. So there has to be some fun for me as well.
I agree, though. I mean, I did Pirlo, right? So I think that says it all. But looking at the cards that come out now, these cards are pretty insane. Anyways, and then the icons are a bit meh. I think. Like I like Torres, which released last week, for example, but he's cheap. So I'm like, then you can try him and enjoy him maybe. But
I was considering throwing some duplicates in him, so I might probably end up doing that before he goes out. So
73 days left, so I think you'll be fine.
So I've been looking at the Paul card since I have Shapeshifter Carrasco, which I really like. So that would be a strong link to him. And of course, if we get a juiced up end of an era Luis Suarez card, if he moves from, I think he's going to move from Atletico de Madrid. So that would be cool with double 5-star Suarez, because his team of season card is still insane. So that would of course be a really good link. So, but the other one, the one from November, I think, from November, Cavallero. It's a very good card, but I don't have any connection to that card or club I have similar players already, a super sub, so I don't see them. It's very cheap, of course, so I can do it for fodder, but it's not like urgencies for me to do it.
I get that.
Yeah. But we also got an interesting SPC. Some people have very fond memories.
The SPC.
From last year. But it's not... It's repeatable once, I think. It's the 85 times 10, and of course it costs around 160k to do, so it's not cheap at the moment.
It's not.
Of course, it's a fun SPC to do, but I think I will do it, but I will save it for later.
Yeah, so this is interesting for me, right? I think it's too expensive currently, because there's not so much in packs. But we said Friday, I think they should put anything back, but okay. Exactly, but then it will be, I think, much easier or something. I don't know, but I think that works better. Yeah. But I am inclined to do it, but then just open it now. Because for me, when I'm going on holiday, it doesn't make sense anymore to have these players in. So, but I think 55 chemistry, 87, it's a tough nut to crack, though.
Tough, but it's impossible.
That's true.
You can get one token and you can open the 2 times 25 and you should have it.
I did last week, so.
Okay. Unlock 2 more and then get more fodder.
Yeah, but that's not happen anymore. So I might just toss in that Ronaldo card, see how far we can get, because I won't be using 2 Ronaldos anyways. Probably best. And just open it now during the podcast for science and tell people if they should do it or not, right?
Yeah, that could be.
Yeah. Could not be as well, but I think it's better if you just...
The gambler.
Yeah. Either gamble or no. In all seriousness, I like this being back, though.
Yeah, I loved SPC last year, so I'm pretty sure we'll see it repeatable later as well. So that's going to be really fun. And you might hit one of the big guns now as well, so you never know. But of course, it's expensive if you're going to do it from scratch without any cards.
Yeah.
So, I would maybe hold off and buy some players and try.
Yeah.
At least you know what you're getting. And you can get quite a lot of fun players for 160k now. So
I like this stage of the game because you will get like cool players in it.
Yeah.
Right? Oh well. Let's toss in the Ronaldo. Let's see what we're getting. Well, we're at it now anyway, so.
Good
I'll
luck.
talk about it later.
It would be fun if you got Team of the Year Ronaldo.
That would be fun. It's not happening, but it looks, but it's definitely fun. No, it's definitely not worth it. This one, I think. You should definitely stay away. I'm just putting it out there that top cards are 92 Benzema, and then it's 90 Donnarumma, 90 João Felix, and the rest is 86 or lower. So, yeah, it's not worth it. I'd stay away, guys. If you're listening to this for science purposes, I just wrecked my whole squad. It's not worth it. But it's all right. It's definitely right. Yeah. Then there is some news. FIFA 22 news, Ingve. Or want to talk mistakes?
No, well, I don't know to start. We can cover. There was a reveal today with Sam Kerr and Mbappe. So that's out. And of course, EA said that we'll see the first trailer from FIFA 23 in 2 days, 20th. So that's going to be interesting to see as well.
More info, right? Oh, a reveal trailer. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
So, do you care about covers?
No, I'm getting the digital version. So for me, it's not that essential anymore. So
me neither, almost.
But it's like kind of tradition to reveal the cover first, and then
that can be like. There's two things on the cover that's interesting, though. Of course, three things actually. I like the fact that they put "GOAT" on the sleeve of Mbappe. The word "GOAT." Pretty interesting choice to put it in there.
Yeah.
I'll leave it to people what they think about that.
Yeah, he's not won any Ballon d'Or yet, so maybe that's a little bit pushing it.
I don't know if he did it by
far.
himself or that's just part of the new Paris Saint-Germain outfit, but let's leave it with that. I do like, of course, the inclusion of Samantha Kerr.
Yep.
And hopefully that means they have a more prominent role in the game in the new season, I think.
That could be as well.
Yeah, we'll hope. We don't know what happens, but I do like the fact that in pro clubs, for example, it doesn't actually matter, which I think is cool. So
yeah, it's very cool.
Why not? And why not get Kerr or one of the Dutchies that now plays for Arsenal, Wiedema, for example, in the game as a striker for that club? Who cares? I think that's actually pretty cool to have that. So, but the other thing which is really interesting for me is that on the bottom it says Hypermotion 2 technology. So an improved version on the current engine, the current new gen engine, I should say.
Yeah.
Or technology based in Frostbite.
That's going to be interesting to see if there's a big difference there or not. We'll see. It should be better, but we don't know until the reveal trailer is going to be okay to watch, but you're probably going to sit there with a bigger question marks in your mind, and then you have to kind of play the game to.
It's usually 45 seconds of cool animation, right? So that's how that goes. And in the next week, we'll get some info. And then the week after, we'll probably get some proper notes or proper release, I guess.
Yeah, we'll get more info towards the release date.
Which even if I'm on holiday, I will probably try to cover from there with you guys. But I think the reason why we don't care about too much is, of course, digital. But also, we've said this before. And we did in the podcast 2 weeks ago. I did one with Nathan. Rumor has it. There's plenty of rumors going on with FIFA. People saying they have leaks. People say they've been to events, or they actually have been to events. There have been events, honestly. But one of those explicit examples came up last week. Well, it said that, for example, pro clubs would be a cross-play because there were people invited to an event. They could talk about it, and they said, hey, it is cross-play. Guess what? The news broke today that apparently pro clubs is not crossplay. And now the half of the population is like, hey, this is not true because we saw it on the event being crossplay. And the other half say they changed it because apparently it doesn't work. The conclusion of all this story is just don't be bothered by all these rumors. I think it gets the hype going. I think plenty of it is true somewhere, but this definitely shows that it actually has it's no use giving it too much of your attention or giving it too much hype because it can only bring disappointment. Because I was, after last week's announcement, for example, shout out to JCC, who did as a great YouTube channel about pro clubs, and he said, I know for a fact, I'm not going to tell you guys if that's not true. This is what's happening. And he's very trustworthy with all his news over the last couple of years. And today he tweeted like, doesn't look like pro clubs is actually getting it, which says me, so let's just wait for 1 or 2 more weeks before we get all the official information before we really talk in depth about it, because might bite us in the butt in the end.
Yep, I agree. I'll just wait. I'm just gonna take everything with a pinch of salt and just say, okay, interesting. We'll see what happens when it's actually official, and then I'll kind of build up the hope and hype. We'll see. So
also, I see no mention anymore of Stadia. Just putting it out there. Who got the new gen version last year over the PC version? So that's also something interesting to have a look into. Mistakes. Yeah, it happens, Ingve.
It happens.
It just happens a lot.
There's something with the rewards again. People that got above the 14 wins, the ranks above there, they got 1 player instead of 3 players in the packs. So I haven't seen anything officially mentioned by EA, but I'm pretty sure that they're looking into it. They kind of have to.
Yeah.
Rank 1 and you get 1 player instead of 3, and 14 wins you get 3, which is okay, of course. So I'm guessing there would be some kind of compensation, but there hasn't been anything official after that. Communication about Dani Alves non-rare gold player was in packs instead of the birthday one, and the impacted players will get the correct ones in the coming days. That's the last update that I see. So
yeah, let's just summarize. We started off with PlayStation players, not all PlayStation players, or none at all, I don't know, not getting the 85 plus players, right? So on Xbox you looked and you got 3 free 85 plus players.
Yep.
Which of course got me one of all the many Goretzkas I got. But on PlayStation, we didn't get that. And they said, we acknowledge that. There's been a mistake. Yeah, not will be looking into it. No, nothing yet about that, right?
No updates, no.
No updates yet. Then you actually said to me, hey, someone packed a goal and Daniel Alves can't be right. Well, on that, a couple of hours later, they posted on the communication channel, hey, we made a mistake. Daniel Alves was gold. We will find you and help you out and get you the proper one. No update yet. And I think 1 hour after that, the first player actually cleared out the Weekend League and said, hey, you know what? I made 16 wins. This doesn't look right. And they did not even acknowledge that yet.
No, nothing official there either. So, but I'm pretty sure they have gotten the reports and they'll be looking into it, and they'll probably communicate something soon. So just have to keep an eye on the FIFA Direct communication Twitter and see what kind of information we'll get later.
Yeah, we'll do a Bon Jovi. We're going to keep the faith.
Well, it's George Michael, but okay. It's not Bon Jovi that's keeping the faith. Well,
he's also keeping the faith, man.
Yeah, that's true. But, I think George Michael wants to.
I keep the faith as well, but I'm just not going to sing about it.
No, maybe you shouldn't.
Especially not on there. Oh, mate. Yeah, but it's annoying, though, if it impacts you. I don't think the 85 plus is much of an impact, but if you don't get the right rewards, it sort of sucks. Especially in time where the cup keeps ticking away.
Yeah.
And there are plenty of players from a Premier League play which can help you out with that. I think that's a little bit frustrating.
Yeah. We can mention the last content we got today, at least the one I found, is that we got the Summer Swaps 4 for the tokens. You get 2 tokens if you win 4 squad battle matches on minimum professional difficulty with 11 Liga Portugal players in the starting squad. And you get 2 tokens with 4 wins in squad battles on minimum professional using 11 MLS players in your squad. And you get 2 tokens by using at least 8 first-owned Premier League players in your starting squad. That gives you 2 tokens. And then this is online in the One League friendly. Same online friendly. One League, Serie A, minimum 8 first-owned Serie A players in your starting squad for 2 more tokens. I think we will be around 49 tokens in total if you have done everything so far. And with these, and then there's going to be 1 token left to come. So there's still things to do.
Yeah, well, that's my other question. What are you doing currently in FIFA? How are you enjoying the game? Are you enjoying the game?
I'm enjoying it, but there's too much and too little time. I am trying to unlock the dynamic duo.
We are the dynamic duo and we're already unlocked.
Yeah, that's true. But the other ones. And I am trying to keep up with the Premier League Cup, which I said. I still haven't done any rivals much this, so I haven't got any to 4 for at least some rewards. And I'm not sure I'm going to get that. I'm still on 70 rivals matches in total, so I won't get the 90 for the full maximum season rewards either.
When is the season? This Thursday?
Yep.
I think I might be in trouble as well.
Yeah, I don't have time. If I'm going to do objectives, I still haven't looked at the Mbabu objectives. I managed to do the Silver Star because there was a token there. So I'll probably just, I'll just prioritize the tokens to get the last of the fodder packs and save those, I guess.
You can say what you want about this game, but it can keep you entertained for days in a row, right?
Yeah, there's a lot to do. So,
and this is only foot.
Yeah.
So
the problem is if you got a family, if you're married, and you have a life outside FIFA, then it's a little bit too much.
Imagine being it being your job and then trying to actually have to play it as well.
Yeah, that's a little bit easier maybe, but still lots to do.
It's still to do. It's too much. I don't do the objectives, like you know. I'm quite enjoying pro clubs currently, honestly. But there's no live content there, so that makes it a bit easier. You can do that sort of in your own. There's no FOMO. I think that's the biggest issue.
Yeah.
That helps. And I have to admit that I really, really like the current gameplay of the patch. The one-on-one, the cat versus mouse playstyle, where you wait for an opponent striker to make a move and you do the tackle, or you do the tackle and he makes the move afterwards and he's done. That when you get on a high level and people know that, I think it's really cool. If you get the ball off him, it's like, that feels really good. Defending feels then suddenly really good. It reminded me of Italy. See Italy play and they make a good defending tackle. And like, yes, we got it. I'm sort of feeling the same now when trying to defend with 3 at the back. Like, now I gotcha. Yes. Damn, that's a cool feeling. So for me, almost defending is now feeling like a big achievement and feels like I am increasing it's increased the skill gap, like I said last week, but I'm actually enjoying practicing it. So even in matches where I don't dominate or my opponent's better, I still enjoy playing the defensive side of it. And that's been a while since I've had that with FIFA, so I really applaud them for that.
Yep.
And I scored some bangers with the knuckleball, which is definitely some. The sound is amazing, like poof, and then it's a dry shot, right? I think that's cool. So I'm really enjoying playing, but I don't have much time to play.
Yeah, it's not easy.
And I think some of these, when we speak about FOMO, I think it's very important to spread some of these things out. Like the Premier League Cup, it's probably 7 days because I don't know, League One Cup next week, right? But there's no reason to let them run next to each other.
No.
Right? So put them out for 2 weeks. even if it overlaps. Doesn't matter. You want people committed to your game anyways. So 5 a day is really, it's 5 a day, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot. So say you want to play Rivals, that's 90 a month. So that, I don't know, 3 a day. Then you'll need a little bit less. Say two and a half, two a day. You want to play weekly league, that's 20 in a weekend. And you want to play those objectives and friendlies, so that's about 15 a week. And just top of my mind. And then there's also the Cup League, which is now 5 a day. That's a whole lot of games you need to play if you sort of want to keep up with content, and then your rewards is also are very much based on luck. It sounds a little bit much though sometimes.
Yeah, it's quite.
I get you need to have.
Overwhelming.
Yeah, I mean, and then there's of course, the hunt to tokens and find out where they are, which is a game on its own. Let alone if you want to trade in this game, you won't even have time to sleep anymore. So on one hand, I'm really happy they make so much content and they bring it in. Other side, I think is starting to lean more heavily in the non-casual player, the player that's very dedicated to it. And that's, I don't know if that's necessarily the way to go into. There's no way I can keep up, for example. Like there's honestly no way. And it is my job to be active in this game, right? And even
I can't keep up with everything either, so I would have to escape to a cabin and be alone.
Yeah, but even then, you would have poor internet, by the way. So
yeah, so that's a good point.
Last piece of housekeeping, I think, Ingve, unless you have something to add.
No, I'm good. Thanks.
All right. So a somewhat shorter podcast, but news is slow and content is slow on the weekend as well. This was a very sweaty weekend link, but talk about sweat. I hope everyone's staying all right with the heat in Europe currently going on. It's insane. So stay safe. Daniel will host Friday's show, and he will host the next couple of weeks. One show a week, like I said before. And it's good to notice that Daniel will not be recording with cameras on. So you will not see his beautiful face, but you will definitely be able to check it on all the platforms, including, of course, the visual version. But the visual version will just look a little bit different than normally. So keep the channels going. They will post it on the socials when it's live. Nothing actually really changes. And if you want to go and get better at FIFA, especially after the new patch, at foot coaching, also because I'm leaving myself, but also because it is extremely busy because of the new patch, which, hey, I definitely don't mind that, of course. But our availability is sort of limited currently. So before you take a booking, the website footcoaching.com, just send us an email or a question or a DM on socials to check availability to make sure you'll be able to get your delivery of the session when you want to. Good thing is the vouchers, we've agreed on to make those a little bit more attractive. So there's a big discount on foot coaching vouchers for every single type of coaching session, which will be valid for 6 months. So if you want to buy in cheap now and start off on a good note in FIFA 23, I'd recommend checking out footcoaching.com and get yourself some vouchers. And since it's 6 months, you can still buy them now and give them for Christmas. It still works.
Awesome.
Nothing to add. Of course, check out patreon.com/footreview. There is nothing left for me to do. There's no been sent in questions. I think play population has been going down. Talking about going down, I've been walking through my street today, and I think I'm the only one left in the city. The rest is all on holiday. So I think everyone's enjoying their holiday. But if you have any questions for us, just tweet at us at Food and Review or any other social channel we're at, or comment on this, give us a 5-star review, put in something there, and we'll be able to get back to you. After the holiday period where we do one show a week, I should say, we'll be making the Food in Review supporters episodes where we invite supporters and long-time listeners in to the podcast and make it all about you, our supporters and our listeners. So these get recorded slightly in August, and you'll get all those separate episodes in your feed in August. And stay tuned for the Food in Review after hours podcast, because I wasn't there because I can't swear properly, apparently. But It has been tremendous fun. It's a good listen. It's just heavy at it because it's a very long show. I think it's almost 90 minutes long. And keep your children away from when that show gets broadcast. But it shows on the etiquette, it shows on the logo, parental advisory. So be sure to click the right episode this time. Ingve, thank you very much. I see you in a couple of weeks. Don't go anywhere if you're listening to this. But Ingve, in the meanwhile, where can people find you?
They can find me on Twitter at fkinoli. They can find me on EA forums at LittleOn95, and of course our great Discord at LittleOn95.
Brilliant. And you can find me, of course, at Food Coaching everywhere, or my personal Twitter. But anyways, figure it out at Food Coaching. You'll probably find me somewhere. I want to thank you all. Have a great day. See you in a couple of weeks, and make sure Daniel is being entertained while I'm away. Ingve, one thing left to do, mate, and that is to simply drop it.
Drop it.
F-U.